Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you want to see me using the Carli Bybel Deluxe Palette, then please keep watching. I'm starting off by moisturizing my face with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Boosting Mist and then the H2O Moisturizer. I'm really going to apply this all over my face and just let it soak it up. Then I'm going in with the Benefit Precisely Brow Pencil. I'm in the shade 3. And then I'm just going to go ahead and spoolie my hairs all the way through. That way they're not just all over the place. After I'm done with that, I outline the top of my brow in hair-like motions. I like to do small strokes just because I'm telling you guys it makes the eyebrow look better, more natural, not such a harsh line. I'm doing the same thing to the bottom, and then when I get to the inner part of my eyebrow, I use a lighter hand just because it gives it that ombre effect. Another really good technique is to use the spoolie and brush all the product through. Then using the Anastasia brow powder in the shade medium, I like to use the lighter part in that small Anastasia 7 brush. I just go over the parts that look lighter and some parts look a little bit lighter, so I like to fill them in and then brush out the product with that spoolie as well. If you use the spoolie, you guys are going to realize a big difference. Then with the Tarte Shape Tape, I'm going to use the Luxie 211 brush just to conceal the top and the bottom of my eyebrows. This is a really good technique to help the eyebrows look more carved and more cleaner. It definitely helps in giving them that shape. Going in with the Real Techniques blending sponge, I'm going to go ahead and just blend this out a little bit so the product is not clumped in one area. And that way when I put my foundation, it'll go on just as smooth. Using the Anastasia brow gel, I'm going to use this glue to just keep all my hairs in place, because if I do not use this, my hairs will be all over the place. I like to use concealer as my eyeshadow base because it really helps get that pigmentation neutralized. And it also really keeps my eyeshadow in place. Personally, it's better than eyeshadow primer. I like how it stays on all day and it kind of makes everything pop out a little more. So that's why I'm using this, but you guys can use any primer as you wish. Alright guys, so then I'm going to go ahead with this Carli Bybel Deluxe Palette and use that first nude shade to set the concealer. I'm just using a Morphe M502 brush. Pretty much just going to blend it all over my lid, all over my crease. That way all my shadows will blend so much easier after the transition. Then using that muted Mauvy color on a Morphe R37 brush, I'm going to use this as my transition shade and just spread it all over my crease in windshield wiping motions. As you can see, I'm kind of putting the most product on the outer corner. So always remember that wherever you set your brush first is where you're going to have the most pigment. So I like to focus on the outer corner and then work my way in and up. So take your time blending and adding as much color as you want. You can always pack it on and make it as dark as you want. Using that dark purple color, I'm going to go in with the Carli brush that I got from my Royal Peach palette. And I'm kind of just packing the color more toward the outer corner. And then afterward using little circular motions to blend it in. Try to leave the lid and the inner corner more bare. And then just use that old brush from the transition without any extra product just to blend it out. I'm going to add a little bit of Shape Tape in the inner corner just so my eyeshadow that I'm going to layer will pop out better. Using that same Luxie 211 brush, I'm just going to go ahead and shape wherever I want the eyeshadow to look like. So as you can tell, I'm kind of just doing it, shaping it from the crease and then just leaving the back of it just a little more blended for later. I'm packing on that metallic pink purpley color with an E.L.F concealer brush. I'm going to first go ahead and pack and then kind of just do swiping motions. This wasn't how I wanted it. I wanted it more metallic-y. So I sprayed my brush and then, oh my goodness, the result was amazing. It made my eyeshadow look so metallic. So always pack as you please. If you don't like so much shimmery, you can skip that step. Going back with that Carli brush and a little bit of that dark purple, I'm going to just blend out the corners and then put some Lancome mascara on my eyelashes because I will be putting on falsies. That is also an extra step. You don't have to put on falsies. You can just have the bare lashes and wear this as an everyday look, but I'm pretty extra, so I'm going to put eyelashes. I'm using the Revlon Beyond Natural Lashes in the style number 91303. I really like these lashes because they're very everyday. They literally look like my eyelashes but a little bit longer, so I really like how these look. Don't forget to let the glue get a little tacky because it will be difficult. Using that dark purple shade on any eyeliner angled brush, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of make a line like eyeliner so that my lashes won't be so obvious. And then just putting some more mascara so that my real lashes and the falsies will stick together. Going in with the NYX color corrector for dark circles, on a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it where I have dark purple areas, which is pretty much under my eyes and the corners of my mouth. And then using that Makeup Forever smoothing primer, I'm going to put this all over where I have pores and pretty much any uneven skin. So it's pretty much just my T-zone. And then prepping myself for the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. I'm in the shade Linen. I first go ahead and draw a really exaggerated amount of lines and then just blend it out with that blending sponge. This foundation was the first time I ever used it and it looks amazing. It feels amazing. Highly recommend it. I probably wouldn't recommend it for oily skin just because I kind of noticed on my T-zone it was moving a little. Then going in with that Shape Tape, I'm going to apply this on all the highlighted areas of my face, pretty much the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, under my eye, and then just on my cupid's bow and chin. After that, I'm going to go ahead and blend this out with that same sponge. Using the Tarte's Pro Grow palette, I'm using the shade Shade, and then just going to go ahead and carve out my cheekbones, the forehead, and then the lower part of my jawline. I did apply too much contour shade right here, but I'm going to go ahead and blend it out as much as I can. Always remember that if you blend it out eventually, it will get fixed. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out that contour shade all over my face. After that's blended out, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder foundation and then just a Morphe MB1 powder brush. It will just make all my bronzer, my blush, and my highlight easier to blend and not make it look so chalky. So I start off by using the shade Sculpt on a Morphe M551 brush, and then I kind of just carve out the same, go over the contour, and then blend it back out with a Morphe MB4 brush. I'm going to go over where I put that cream contour exactly, so carve out my cheekbones, my forehead, and my jawline. And if it gets a little messy, don't worry about it because you can always clean it up with a loose powder. I'm going in with the RCMA No Color powder and just carving out the bottoms and letting it bake for a bit. I'm cleaning up my brows just a little bit because I realized they kind of got a little messed up, but it's a quick fix. And then just brushing out my hairs. I'm going to contour my nose with the exact same powder contour shade, just on any angled brush. I just like to do it on the sides of my nose and then down the middle. This is also an additional step, no need to contour the nose. I like to use a blending sponge to kind of make everything look more subtle, and then just baking through the middle. I'm going to go in with the Best Damn Lip Mask by Nicole Guerrero. This lip mask feels amazing on my lips and it really hydrates chapped lips anytime. I'm using a Morphe R41 brush on my lower lash line and just using that outer corner shade first, keeping it really close to my lash line, and then going in with the transition color to kind of bring the color down a little. I love smoking out my lash line, but you guys don't have to do this extra step either if you want to keep it, once again, a little more natural. I'm adding mascara to my lower lashes and then pretty much brushing them out so they kind of look a little dark. I really like how my lower lashes look with mascara, so I kind of pack this on a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and wipe off that loose powder and then blend out any harsh lines. I did get a little mascara on my skin afterwards, so I'm using the end of that spoolie and just blending it out. I have this Anastasia Pro pencil. I'm using it as a nude eyeliner, pretty much applying this on my waterline so my eye looks a little more open. And then with that MAC Warm Soul on a Morphe ME3 brush, I'm applying this to the apples of my cheeks and then kind of bringing it up a little over top of my bronzer. Using these two beautiful white and pink shades on a Morphe E36 brush, I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eye, and oh my goodness, can we say, can we see, can we breathe, love, smell this amazing pigmentation. I love the color and I love how beautiful it looks. I'm using that gold highlight shade on top with a Real Technique setting brush and applying this on top of my blush, and it looks so pretty and it's very pigmented as is, but I'm really extra with my highlight, so I'm going to go ahead and spray the brush and then reapply, and whoa, it blends out so beautiful. And I like blending it out with a sponge so it looks a little more subtle, so it doesn't have such a harsh line, but your highlight will still be popping. I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone as well with that same white and pink shade. And then after that, I just pretty much go ahead and blend everything out. I used the Peekaboo Neutral lip liner. I really wish I would have used a more dark Mauvy lip liner, but I don't know why it turned out to look a little bit dark rosy than I expected. Pretty much lined my lips and then used the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lip in the shade Perla. I thought this lipstick went really well with the eyeshadow, so I applied this on my lips and pretty much completed the look. All I did after that was set my makeup with that Mario Badescu aloe spray, and that's it for this look. If you guys liked this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. I really like constructive criticism, maybe something you guys want to see next. Please check out my videos, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.